The City of Oswego 2020 Vision Comprehensive Plan was first adopted by the City of Oswego in 2003. Now, 10 years later, the plan is past the halfway point. In 2010, the plan was revised with the economy taken into consideration. Within the city, the plan still leaves reason for high hopes.
I think it's great. I think what Oswego is trying to do is definitely going to stimulate the economy here locally, and it's going to be good for the city, but also it's going to be good for the infrastructure. I feel like what they're doing with 104 is going to reduce traffic and definitely help the flow of traffic move better. And keeping like the harbor and the port itself maintained, like the waterways, I think that's going to be good for boaters and fishermen, especially since it's such like it's such a high traffic area.
Community Development intern Saad Banani explains some successful points of the 2020 Vision Plan, which include the city going for a new and improved look.
The city of Oswego is kind of going through like a rebranding with their community development. They're doing a new logo, new website. They're trying to like revamp their image, and kind of going off on the 2020 plan, they're trying to make Oswego look like more of a nicer place to live, a nicer place to come and spend time, not only for like events like Harbor Fest and that kind of thing, or just like college things, but as a city in itself.
Within the 38-point action plan is the encouragement of young adults to stay in Oswego. Mayor Tom Gillen expresses his same feelings, having seen it firsthand.
Raised 3 kids here, went to school, left because there's no jobs. They want to come back, but what are they supposed to do? So if we can create that environment that stimulates growth of the economy, to bring people back here for the quality of life that only you can get in upstate New York, and particularly in the city of Oswego, which is my favorite perspective, is that we offer so much in terms of natural beauty and resources, our location, and again, quality of a community.
Outside of City Hall doors, locals don't share all the same sentiments as city officials, like Adam Avery, owner of the Beacon Hotel and lifelong Oswego resident.
But the 2020 plan, I think, like any plan, you plan something, this part of the plan works, this part of the plan doesn't work. And I would say, honestly, the biggest impact of the 2020 plan that has actually worked, as far as revitalizing historical small downtowns, is residential living above them.
Avery is referring to the new apartments above storefronts in downtown Oswego. Banani agrees that this housing is in the best interest of the city.
Well, I think like the more residents you have directly living in Oswego, the more it helps local businesses out. Like you said, Canal Commons. More people are going to be using the supermarkets in the area, dining at the restaurants around here, versus a lot of the people that work in Oswego, whether they be professors or working for one of the industrial plants. A lot of them commute, so that takes away from some of the business. But now that there's going to be more, good housing for them available right in Oswego, I feel like that's going to definitely be a plus.
I think it's about getting the right businesses here, but it's about getting the right residents here too.
Avery has his own ideas for what he would do to help the city. It's called replacement housing.
Not new housing, replacement housing. And what I mean by that is this. City sits down, you take this house, assessed at $40,000. Tear it down, build a $150,000 house. Or 2 houses right next to each other. Tear them down and build a $150,000 house. We'll still only, for the next 10 years, tax you at $40,000. So the city's not losing any money, right? Not losing any revenue, but they're raising the whole value of their city if we do that. Now, if that happens, I would love to see all these crappy houses on Bridge Street be torn down and basically, like brownstones put in, $150,000 houses, gorgeous put in, right? Because that's the entrance to our city. Basically, we're losing spenders or money makers to other communities because we don't have adequate housing right now in Oswego.
Although there are still some unresolved solutions, it's safe to say the 2020 plan is moving slowly but surely.
Since 2003, they've definitely put their foot in the door a lot more, and they've definitely made the plan progress from the early stages, but they do still have a lot of work to do, and I look forward to coming back here, after I graduate, way after I get a job, and seeing how exactly the 2020 plan has affected the city of Oswego.